Hi, Tara.
Hi, Katie. It's so glad to see you.
I've got Tara with us today, and Tara is actually taking part in summer school. And I met Tara on Instagram, didn't I?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
met through Instagram. And I have always been really impressed that she's actually better at me, faster than me at growing her Instagram audience. And I always watch with interest, like how different people do it. So I thought it'd be really great to get Tara on to talk to us about building audiences organically, because I think you've got a real skill with that, and you have some little techniques and ways that you've done it. So I thought just talk them through today.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me first about Instagram. Like, tell me how quickly you've got to where you are, and then the techniques and ways that you've used to build that.
Sure. So when I went to Angel Intuitive with Doreen Virtue in October last year, she said, the one thing she said, if you want to be a Hay House author, you got to build your platform. And I was like, what's that? And she's like, and they had a little 30-minute social media talk. So I immediately went home and I opened up my Instagram account and I called it Serenity of the Angels at first, which is my angel card reading business name. So I started that, and I I made a few posts. Like, I'm looking at my posts from the very beginning, and it's just so funny how it's come together. But I just started posting, and originally I was only using a few hashtags. And I just started it off small. And then what I started doing was going through hashtags. So I would go through Doreen Virtue, angel cards, oracle cards, spirit junkie, crystals, astrology. And I would start liking all of those people. But just to show you where my numbers. So in October, I was at 0 followers. And now I'm at 8,229. But the thing about the followers, though, I'll explain this. It doesn't really matter about the followers. It's the engagement that counts, and that's something that I'm kind of struggling with right now. But anyway, so I started with hashtags and going through those, and I was not working because I was on a medical leave, so I had a lot of time. So I would go through hashtags, and I would like all them, and I would follow them. Right. And then, some would follow me back, some wouldn't follow me back. And that's basically how I built it. And by engaging with people, commenting on their stuff authentically, because if you just we all get those follower requests where they request to follow you and they didn't like anything on your page, or they'll post, I love your page, it's awesome. And then they didn't like anything on your page. And I'm like, how did you love my page when you didn't look at it?
So what proportion would you say are people just looking for a follow back? I mean, like, I am about authentic, engaged audiences, but equally, I'm also very aware that if you want to get a publishing deal, it does look better if you've got 10,000 Instagram followers, and they're not going to necessarily be aware of how engaged that is. However, for your business itself, then the engagement is super. But then, we connected because of you doing that, like, as well. And like, what else? Like, you've got other friends as well. Actually, we just see Carrie in the background there. Like, you've made lots of friends through this.
I have found my tribe. Carrie and I are actually doing a Facebook Live on Saturday on finding your tribe through social media. But it's going to be fun. You should join. So it's interesting. I was talking to Carrie about this. So the last 3 months, I stopped following people back because I used to follow everybody back who followed me because I thought it was good karma and good energy. And then, I downloaded the Unfollowers app, which I'm sure most of you are aware of, and to see how many people unfollow you after you follow them back just because they wanted you to follow them.
So tell me how many, I actually haven't looked at that app, so tell me.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing, but it's just such a game. So it seems very unspiritually aligned to me, but you have to do it. So it's an app called Unfollowers, and I already looked at it this morning, and literally in the beginning it hurt my feelings, but now it's like with that many followers, people are going to follow me. So this morning I had 17 unfollowers, and they were all people that I didn't follow back, which I don't care because they're not someone who wants to buy my book or book an angel card reading. So I was like, all right, see you later. Peace and love to you. If you want to unfollow me, but it's loading right now. When it finishes loading, I'll show it to you. But I check that every day, and I unfollow.
Why? So talk me through the thought process around that.
Because what happened with me following everybody back is I got myself up to following like 3,500 people. I couldn't really actively engage with all those people in my newsfeed because it was too much. And so I decided to stop, following people back unless they really liked a lot of my posts and I could feel that they really enjoyed my page.
Yeah.
Then I'll follow them back and I'll stay following them.
That's what I do as well. If somebody I see them comment and post and it feels very genuine, and then I have a look at their page, at that point I will follow back. I mean, how much time were you spending?
Oh God, I don't even want to admit this.
True.
I couldn't walk for a good 2 months, so I was on the couch. And so pretty much I probably spent 7 hours a day doing it for the first couple of months. So I was like, I got to build this platform. I gave myself goals of like how many followers. I wanted to do 1,000 followers a month.
Wow.
And it's interesting because since I stopped following people back, it really hasn't tapered off. I'm still getting a lot of followers, and I'm also not engaging as much as I used to because I don't even look at my news feed, honestly. I don't have time to do it. It's like right now I'm following 2,214 people.
Yes.
Through that,
Have you noticed the algorithm make a difference?
It hasn't really affected me, I don't think. I think what's affected me is I'm no longer going through hashtags, liking things. I do Doreen Virtue now, and that's it. That's the only one I do.
So you would go on a hashtag and you would look at all the photos that came up under that hashtag, and you'd go through and like and possibly comment and possibly follow those people on those hashtags. And you think that's what created that growth for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people will follow you back. And then also, I mean, I kind of was a little corny. So the first 3 months I had a picture of me and Doreen Virtue as my profile picture. So people were intrigued by that. That was like a little marketing move. Yeah. And then like 3 months in, I changed my Instagram to my name because Reed Tracy said, if you want to sell a book, you need to sell your name. Yeah. So I changed it and I removed my picture of Doreen, which is myself. And I don't know if that affected anything, but I think people had trusted me in the beginning when they saw my picture with Doreen as a real angel card reader. So that was very helpful to me. And I thank her a lot for that because it did help me. But I want to show you the Unfollowers app. I don't know if you can really see that. Can you? Okay. Oh, wait, I'm trying to show you my little screen, but you have the big screen. So there's a part down here called the Engagement Pack. It's Engagement Insights. It's the purple one. Yeah. So if you press that, you pay $1.99 for this, and it'll tell you who never comments or likes on your page. And so I started unfollowing those people because I'm trying to have an engagement of like 10%. So I want 10% of my followers to actually like and post on my stuff. So it's loading right now, but that has been really helpful to get my followers down to the people that I really want to connect with.
Okay.
So that app is crucial. So like literally in the last 3 hours, 5 people unfollowed me. So I'll show you. Sad, right? It used to hurt my feelings. When people block me, then I'm like, what? I've been blocked a few times. So there you see 5 people unfollowed me, but I wasn't following them anyway, and I'm pretty sure that's why they unfollowed me, because I didn't follow them back.
It's so sad, isn't it, that that's what social media's come down to. Right?
I know.
Like but then equally, like I'm saying, so you had that experience, but then out of that, you've also found your tribe. So it had its benefits too, I guess, in that respect. And now you're able to realize that it's not all about the numbers, and actually it's about the tribe.
Yeah, I don't think about, I mean, yeah, the numbers are important. So I know I have to have that number for Hay House, but for me, I want engagement. And so now I don't really care if people don't follow me or, unfollow me or whatever, but the tribe thing is like crucial. Like, it's so funny. We talked about Carrie being here. Me and Carrie met for the first time yesterday at the airport, and we were so connected. She was like one of the first people that followed me. And I think you were too, because you go through the Hay House hashtag. So, and Carrie and I talked on the phone once. Like, I reached out to her for help on how to deal with a client that was a little stalkery-ish. And so I sent her a message on Instagram, and she's like, let me just call you. And I'm like, what? You're a stranger. I can't talk to you on the phone. And she called me and we talked for like an hour. And we had all this stuff in common, like we're the same age, our like zodiac signs, we both have moons in Aries, Virgo rising, like it's so crazy how similarities we have. And she came to visit me. And same with you, like I feel really connected with you. Like
yeah, we're friends.
I found some really cool people. I did a blog about it actually, like the first 3 months that I was in social media, because none of my family and friends really know about this. I mean, as few of my friends do. My family is not into the woo-woo stuff. My personal Facebook will have nothing about angels or whatever. Same with my personal Instagram. I don't even go on those accounts anymore. But I found people that really connect with me, accept me, like my message, and it makes me feel full, you know, and it's all through social media. It's like so crazy because some people are afraid of it, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. So.
Me too, right? And how you also, I remember you sending me a message and going, I just grew my Twitter by like X amount of thousand in the space of a month. Tell me about that.
I don't really go on Twitter that much. When I post on Instagram, I do not hit the share button to Twitter, because what happens on Twitter is it puts it as a link when you share from Instagram and people don't see it. They just go right through it in their feed. So I separately post to Twitter, but I do share to Facebook because Facebook will still show the whole post. So I just go on there, I post it. I use like Twitter, you should only use 2 or 3 hashtags top. So I started doing that. And then what I was doing to build my followers, I went to Doreen Virtue and I went to Who's Following Her. And I just started following all those people. And I have the same unfollower app, so if they didn't follow me back at some point. And it's kind of mean because I'm doing the same thing that people were doing for me. But it's like, it's spiritually connected. They like Doreen Virtue, so do I. So like when a pizza shop likes my Serenity of the Angels thing, like I know it's not aligned spiritually.
Do you talk to anyone on Twitter?
I do. A lot of people send me messages, but they're all like the canned automated messages. Right. But I did find like tapping with Christine.
Yes, she's awesome. She's in summer school as well. Yeah,
I know. She told me that she was. Yeah. So we connected there, and I found another person who is going to be doing Balboa Press publishing, which that's not going to happen to me because I'm going to be published with Hay House. But for whatever reason, she will be a good resource for me to connect with. And then I don't engage with Twitter that much. I never go through the news feed. I post 3 times a day. I will retweet. I made a special group of tweets I like, and I put people in there, and then I'll retweet those people. Like they're from the Spirit Junkie community or whatever. I'll retweet Doreen every once in a while, Louise Hay or whatever. And then I just started building it, and then I checked.
Tell me your numbers.
Oh yeah.
I think you're like some weird audience building wizard. You are.
Well, if people add you to a group, by the way, you should subscribe to that group and follow all those people. A few people added me to Spirit Junkie groups or angel groups, and I go through and I follow all those people, and they'll follow you.
That's where you're good. You see, as like for me as a consultant, when I'm hired in, like that's never part of what my role is. So I used to more when I had the agency and stuff, but it's just not something I've ever done in this sphere, I would say.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
I have 2,402 followers, and I started building this in like the end of May.
Yeah.
But I'm following just as many people. But on Twitter, it doesn't seem to matter if you follow a ton of people. On Instagram, people do look at that. Like, oh, are you following 10,000 and you have 10,000 followers? Then there's like judgment there. Twitter, there's no judgment. I mean, you can follow
your judgment.
Yeah, right? So, I mean, Twitter is not my thing. Like Instagram, I love. Yeah. That is my thing. That's my platform. I really hope Hay House likes that platform because that's what I'm focusing on.
How have you found Facebook?
Facebook actually was interesting. I was going to post this to the group. I decided to boost my prayer angel card.
I saw that.
I paid $5 for 3 days, and I handpicked the countries and my target, and I got like 91 likes. 15 shares, and I got 91 likes on the post. And then I don't know if people know this. I'm going to show you when people like those posts. Let me find it.
Yes, and then you can go and invite them to your page.
Yes,
and it's a great little trick that I boosted my page by about 20 or 30 people just going through and doing that the other week.
Yeah, let me find it. Okay, so wait, it was.
Yeah,
sorry.
show everyone.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that post. Okay, so I boosted this prayer thing, not a thing, a card. And then you just tap on the comments. Let me show you. And then you go to the likes and you see all the likes are how it says invited.
Yes.
So I learned about that like 3 months ago. So I went through all my old posts and started inviting people. So not only did I get 90 likes on that, I also got 27 page likes from that boost.
Yeah.
And I paid $5.
And you could be paying like $1.50 per like if you were running a page like ad. And I actually think if you're running a boost, because you've got the like button in the top, between the like button in the top right hand corner and the ability to do that, it's actually better just to boost now, I think.
Yeah, it's a better way to spend money. Also, too, I was told at Spirit Junkie Masterclass when you're posting your blog to actually post the whole blog content.
Yes.
In the post rather than the link.
I do that with quite a lot of my clients. What I tend to do is we'll post a whole blog post first, usually an image, because an image performs better than a link. And then later that week, then take extracts and post that with a link. So they've kind of got like, it's not the thing in full, but it's still part of the sequence.
Yeah. And I know this is off topic, but when you post something on Facebook and then you wait to put the link in the comment, does that still affect the algorithm?
No. So you put the link in the comment afterwards. No, it doesn't feel, it's not meant to. Yeah. It's just you've got it in the text.
Okay. I started doing that because
I have to say, if you put it in the text then you boost it, you're bypassing the algorithm anyway. So that's actually like what we've been doing with Hay House and various clients, doing that instead. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's also fascinating to me. It's funny because I think that I have found my calling. Like, I think I want to do this as a job.
Well, I said that to you. I didn't. I was like, what if I've got any clients who need?
Yeah. Well, I started doing my yoga studios.
Yeah.
In the Awareness Center, and I literally spend 10 minutes a day on that. I just post. I don't interact with anyone. I don't even go through hashtags, and I've built that to 1,000 likes. But I've been working on that since March.
I know, but that's still quite you are a wizard.
Yeah, I was working on a hardcore for the first week, and I was going through hashtags like Yogi Bhajan, Kundalini, and I was able to get a lot of followers. But now I just don't have the time. So,
but even if someone literally chose 5 key hashtags and spent 20 minutes or 10 minutes a day every day, they could build their followers quite quickly, organically that way.
Yeah,
I did a little test and try it myself.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. On Instagram too, like go to someone that you admire. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like a Doreen Virtue or Gabby Bernstein. Like, I could go to Carrie's page, see who's following her.
Yeah.
I've never done this on Instagram, but if I'm doing it on Twitter, why don't do it on Instagram? Yeah. But I don't really seek out followers anymore. I don't search for them. If they follow me, they follow me.
It's a hard one because a lot of people still do need, there is that social proof element of having 1,000, 2,000 followers. And then, if you're looking to get a deal, then I know, you want the bigger numbers for that so that you can prove you've got an audience to already serve. But equally, if you're then going to also do your own products and everything, if your engagement isn't there, it's not quite the same.
Yeah, I'm kind of playing in the middle of it because I know in your book proposal you have to, I'm going to put my engagement percentage in there. I'm not going to just put the amount of followers. And I'm even going to include some comments that people wrote about. They can't wait for my book to come out. I'm going to include that in there too. Of them. But to me, it's a mixture of both. I know if you're really trying to sell something, you want to have engagement. If I'm just trying to have eyes on me by Hay House, or whatever, they want to follow. Yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Like, if you can make it fun and not stressful, I mean, I can't believe the amazing people I've met. Like, Carrie is going to be a friend for life. You're going to be a friend for life. Like, other people that I've met, and also buying from people on Instagram. Buy from your followers and post your stuff. I was showing Carrie all the things that I bought from the people that follow me, and then I post for them, and they are so appreciative. Like, it just is good karma.
Yeah.
So
I agree. No, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Great. I am going to wrap this up here because I think we've covered it, but I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll carry on chatting.
Yeah, totally. Love it. Bye, everybody. Good luck.
Thank you.